Halfway between Boston and Providence, it's the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. From Foxborough. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. Second down and 8. Operating side of midfield.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
On first down, it's Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, second and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
They'll try to run. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his second touchdown of the year. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. That's Otton, open downfield. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch him off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
18, Pioneer.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Come on, set. Warrior 70. Go.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
39 Broncos.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one on target, and Colts got it. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Holt, touchdown New England. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First and 10. Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Hey, 73.
Now Hurts. Able to complete it to Ayuk. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Philadelphia.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Hurts going to hand this one to Shipley. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 9. A touchdown up. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd and inches, you're thinking the tight ends are on the field to block for the back or the quarterback, but not here. Nice setup here, playing to the tendencies of their offense, and they come away with a nice completion.
Great.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. That's to the sideline and pulled in by Smith.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, they can come back to this play.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Hurts. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
Throwing is Hurts. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. DeVonta Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
They'll try and run for it. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's the rookie from Alabama. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
60 bison, 60 bison.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Take over.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
19 tight, 19 tight.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Hurts to throw.
You have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That's hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. first down, and they'll run. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff can get a chance to look him over during the break. 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Philadelphia. On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 21-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
70 Timberwolves.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. This is away, and it's a very good kick. Angled toward the sideline. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. On 1st down, it's Hurts. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. Will Shipley out of the backfield. What he was looking for there. It's 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's taken down up past the 35.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Hurts will try it again. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Again, Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
To the air again. Hurts. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. To the goal line and in. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, Eagles. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Very little time remaining in this 1st half as this kick is away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The third quarter begins with a run. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Otten. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, New England.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Second down and 3. Now, faking the give. That one intercepted.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll try to set up the screen here with Shipley. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Back deep is Marcus Jones. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Young Lake is set to kick off.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. That is taken at the 10. And he'll be taken down That is about the craziest situation you'll ever see. Huge gain on the play, but still not enough for the first down.
Great, set.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
63.
They'll give it here to Shipley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment.
Oh, it's Silver, ready? Great, set.
On the give, this is Algier. Space to run inside the 20. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Silver, set. No touch.
On the ground, it's Algier. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their third quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Drive will start on the ground, and he's going to have a Patriots first down. He's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
He'll drop to throw. Get this complete right side to Otten. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Shut up. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
It is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Check out.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now give on the ground, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Great, set.
looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
They'll run on first down with Algier. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Man in motion is Brown. They'll turn and hand this one off. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. Throwing is Hurts. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a run going left. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. Here's a 3rd down and 4. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Guys, right.
He'll go again here with Algier. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Hey, 73.
Up the middle they go. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Hurts down to a knee, and that will wrap this one up. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. So